Are you suspicious about somebody's motives? Need a bit of clarity? Think you might be being targeted by some nasty energy? Well, let's find out. Targeted individuals tarot. Okay. Spread 1 is what the intention behind it is. Excuse me. Spread 2 is about what's actually going to happen. Oh dear, excuse me. I've had egg sandwiches. I'm drinking tea. Oh dear, gassy, gassy, gassy. Right, so let's have a look. I mean, it might be there's nothing real bad behind it. You might just be being paranoid. That is a possibility. But yeah, what's the intention, and then how's it going to play out? Let's have a look. Right, okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune for me talks about either the energy around us or the way we're thinking about things. Now, I feel it's more energetic in this case. So the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position, it's good stuff coming. There's good flow, abundance, easy runnings. Reverse position, stagnation, and feeling like you're pushing a boulder up the hill. We then got the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, effort, and energy in. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queens are feminine energy, kings are masculine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. So it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Queen of Pentacles is kind, caring, loving, devoted, cradling the pentacle like a baby there. Now that can be a good thing, but it can also indicate nurturing bad behaviours in other people. Okay. We then got the Star card. Star card talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. I feel like I've got something in my eye. Son of a monkey. Right. Right, 9 of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Person in bed, head in the hands, crying. It talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, and up to depression. The swords here represent a ladder. So what, in this case, I'm going to say, that? It's intention, isn't it? Well, let's continue. Person in bed, head in the hands, crying. What we need to do, if this is ourselves, is climb the ladder, get our dodge, change the mindset. 10 of Cups in the reverse, Cups, water, emotions, 10's completion cards. I call this Happy Families card. Couple arm in arm, kiddies dancing under the rainbow. It's in the worst. It's in the reverse position. So that often talks about realizing something's not a wish fulfillment or feeling like we're not going to get it. Overall outcome card. The Chariot. So the Chariot card for me talks about either the energy around us or questions of should I do it, is the time right now? Because we started on the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I feel like we're going energetic here. So it's about getting on the Chariot, riding, pushing forwards. Okay. What I'm probably going to do is do this a bit like a choose your destiny, choose your fate one, because I want to keep the cards out, otherwise I'll forget. Obstacles or blockages. 8 of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. So the obstacle or blockage here is if you remain blindfolded and bound. Okay, the lady there, that's the position she's in. Now, on this card, stretch, you can't see her arms because they're behind her back, and it's because she's holding onto the rope so she doesn't have to take the blindfold off. So self-imposed restriction. Removing any blockages. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Figure there, stone at 3 cups. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, cloud, handcuff, no opportunities. What this is basically saying is that you need to lift your head above the situation. You need to realise it's that classic thing of don't look up. You know what I mean? Because whilst you're looking up, there's something else going off in the background. So it feels a little bit like a distraction technique. So I'm going to kind of go where I think I'm going, but then I want to get the next spread out first. So I feel like this person, they've become stagnant. Okay, they're in a kind of nurturing energy, and I feel like they're coming in not necessarily to nurture you, but I feel like they're coming under some guise, right? Because they see you as the star card, and I feel like that they're trying to take some of that from you. Now, if we're going down the kind of destiny swapping route, right, they need to put you in a certain energy. So it's designed, right, what this feels like is, I feel like this person's been sent in by somebody else. right? And it's almost like, well, things are stagnating. So you go in this motherly energy, and then that's going to activate your star card. For you watching this, the idea is it puts you into the Nine of Swords and basically feeling hopeless. And then they're going to get on the Chariot and get out of dodge, right? I could be wrong, but we'll see. Right, so I'm going to use the white deck for what's actually going to happen, okay? Second. I should say, if you want to watch all the backlog of content, specifically my talky content, Spirituality 101, Down the Rabbit Hole, etc., if you head across to my YT, they're all in playlist order. So they were already on there before I deleted the original account. So you can find them in a nice order. All the readings are on there as well. Right, so let's have a look. So this is what's going to actually happen. Six of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. This is about going in a new direction, going on to calmer waters. Now, there is some sorrow attached to it, hence why we've got the figure there cloaked with the head down. So I feel like this collective, I think you're going to get wise to this, and you're kind of going to go, I need to start disconnecting. I need to start going in my own direction. There is some sorrow attached to it, because I feel like this is going to be a bit of a shock that this person's kind of doing this. King of Wands in the reverse, Wands fire action. King's a masculine energy. Upright position, King of Wands is in his masculine power. Knows his worth and value. Good ruler, good leader. Not afraid of fight, not afraid of change. Reverse position, toxic masculine energy. I say energy, it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. It can be an environment or a collective. Now, when you don't stick to the script, that's when it triggers toxic masculine energy, because they want to control the situation. Three of Wands, Wands fire action. This is you. Turned your back on the past, about to take your first steps out into the great unknown. So you're going in a new direction. Right, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in the upright position, this is about reassessing who am I, what am I, where am I going, what do I want. Refusal to do that, which is, in this case, I'm going to say that's a good thing. Three of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Upright position, heartbreak card. Although it's the heartbreak card, it is swords, so it's often the way we think about things. Reverse position, doing that release in regard to the situation, releasing the fact that somebody's stabbed you in the back, somebody's tried to play you. Let's let it go. Overall outcome card. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Knights forward motion. Knights don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages. This knight talks about either news coming in fast or expressing ourselves. It's in the reverse position. What it feels like is that you're not going to get any real clarity from this person. You probably won't even hear from them again, because you're going to kind of suss it out, right? Obstacles or blockages. Chariot. So yeah, the obstacle or blockage here is about pushing forwards in the wrong direction, letting them run off with your energy, with whatever it is, removing any blockages. King of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. King's masculine energy again. Right, so I don't know, as it's this person who's come in with this offer. I feel it's possibly more that there's a King of Swords in the background and somebody with narcissistic tendencies, and they're pulling the strings. They're the organ grinder. That's the monkey. Okay, so yeah, start disconnecting, because there's foul play afoot, right? You're not really going to hear anything about it as you go forwards, but the most important thing for you is getting out of dodge. If you want a personalised reading, find the link, top of the profile, get them in. Same day guaranteed. Ta-ta.